Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion, plays The Binding of Isaac. Afterbirth Plus, we've been doing good wins. Keyboard did not hold us back. I don't know, man, it might have even propelled us forward on our previous run. What the heck is this? 0CH603LY. I'm here to tell you, this is a cursed start. I'm not complaining too much, because we had like an absurdly blessed start last time. This is really bad. We have effectively no HP. We have emergency rations of HP. We have below average stats in literally every department. And we have a spacebar item that provides what I would describe as... I mean, do you really want me to say it? Any claims of its usefulness are spurious at best. That's the most polite way I can muster any sort of comment about the existence of Breath of Life here. We do have some positives. On the other hand, we got Leo. That's pretty cool. His name is Leo. He can let you walk on rocks. Just make sure that you're wearing a thick pair of wool socks. 'Cause if you're not, you might find yourself in pain. Oh, Leo, Leo doesn't help us win the game. And then epic sax solo. I think the time is right, in my personal opinion. Thank you. For the rehabilitation of Duran Duran. Duran Duran, not regarded as one of the better bands of the 1980s, I think. I think most people, their opinion of Duran Duran is that they're kind of just, you know, they're like the Maroon 5 of their day, you know? No values. I mean, this is insulting to Maroon 5. I apologize. Should leave my own personal opinions about Maroon 5 at the door. Here's my opinion about Maroon 5, okay? Adam Levine, very talented vocalist. Unbelievably good singer. The end. Apart from that, I think Duran Duran, you know, I was of the impression, excuse me, that... you know, growing up, I'd always heard Duran Duran was a vacuous 80s pop group. Yo, Rio is a great song. Hungry Like the Wolf, it's a good song. Look, I do kind of see them, to be honest, as a bit of a poor man's Tears for Fears. I mean, they don't have anything in their oeuvre that's nearly as impactful as you know, Head Over Heels or you know, Mother's Talk or something like that. Or even the understated, the grandiosity of something like an Everybody Wants to Rule the World. But still, you can't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Right, Tomo? You're sneezing now too? You're not normally the sneezy type, my son. What happened? You've been tussling with your brother. Tussling with your brother. Great Motley Crue, I think. Yeah. Look, I know this is apparently a musical episode today. I get Motley Crue and Van Halen confused all the time. It's mostly Hot for Teacher. I can never remember whether Hot for Teacher is Motley Crue or Van Halen. Kickstart My Heart. Who's that? Van Halen is Panama. I know that one for sure. Tomo, who sings Hot for Teacher, brother? Is that, you know... Look, it's the same... They're the same band. I bet if you took a Venn diagram of people who would self-describe as enjoying Motley Crue and people who would self-describe as enjoying Van Halen, the overlap would be close to 1. I want to... Hold on, we should definitely do this at least, even though it's very minor. I don't think it would be, you know, 0.99, but I think it would be relatively high, is what I'm trying to say. I think you'd be looking at an 80% coincidence minimum, in my professional opinion. And that's not an insult, you know? If I told you I like Modest Mouse, you... What? You would probably be able to tell me a few other bands I enjoy. If I told you I enjoy Kendrick Lamar, you'd probably like, how do you feel about Nas's 1994 album, Illmatic? I don't know why I said it like that. I would probably tell you I feel pretty dang good about it, you know? Having a, you know, an instance of predictable music taste is not, you know, doesn't make you a predictable person, I think. Moreover, I would love to hear the reasoning for somebody if they were like, oh yeah, I love Mötley Crüe, but I hate Van Halen. Wait, Van Halen also has Jump, right? Which one has the song that goes, you know I'm a dreamer, but my heart is gold. I had a runaway high, but then I never came home, yeah. That's Van Halen, right? It's called Home Sweet Home. I know it. I gotta learn this at some point. It could come up on Jeopardy. I'll be the idiot who gets Van Halen confused with Mötley Crüe. I'll be mocked on the internet mercilessly by people who couldn't even get over 25% on the entrance exam. That's my favorite song by either of those two bands. Every rock band has one of those songs, you know? One of those, hey, normally we're all about rockin', but in this one we're gonna slow it down a little bit while still simultaneously singing about rock and roll. Except, does AC/DC have a slow song? I would love to hear that. Don't link me to AC/DC by Neil Cicierega. I just got it out of my head, okay? I would love to hear a ballad as sung by AC/DC. Once, twice, 3 times a lady. Anyway, you get the idea. That's the bit. I don't want to throw my whole voice out for the next couple of days. So here's my gameplay. We got to use this at some point. Oh, jeez Louise. Crack them. Crack it open. I don't really want to do that room anymore, so we're going to come back out here. This is still a highly cursed run. Our rate of fire got sorted, and I'm forever grateful for that. And to be honest with you, fruitcake is actually a meaningful improvement. That carries a certain amount of danger, but probably well worth it for the random tier effects we're going to get. Pretty not stoked about broken modem, just to be straight up with you. And unfortunately, we were not really in the market for a non-statistical improvement there. What do you mean non-statistical? You got a range upgrade. You're absolutely right. I did get a range upgrade. How could I be so entitled as to expect a meaningful statistical increase? However, our last run was so easy that it's almost insulated me from complaining for quite some time here. Tomo, you happy? I know it's been a very eventful day by cat standards, by which I mean absolutely nothing at all of meaning or import took place. However, Ruka was sleeping in Tomo's box, and it created... Tomo was very visibly unhappy with the way that was going down, and it was a whole thing, and... Okay, at least now, we do have a statistical improvement on this floor. Unfortunately, it comes with a huge negative. I can never use my utterly useless spacebar item ever again. So, that's a big minus. But you know what I always say. Say what you will about Switzerland, but their flag's a big plus. We're gonna get there one day. You know, I have a feeling this run could get here. This is like, it's not a catastrophically bad Isaac run. It's just like, it's an Isaac run in weight. Really, what we'd really love to see is, I mean, I don't know, I guess we take it, but don't use it unless we have to. You know, it's a strange one, but I think that this is okay, even though it comes with the kind of built-in damage, well, all stats downgrade. Actually, you know what? We should have rethought this a little bit, because I will absolutely reroll the whole freaking run. Now, I think what has happened here, I'm looking at it, I believe somehow, against all odds, we have rerolled into a worse version of our existing run. Which, don't get me wrong, I'm really happy we still got the stat increase here because we had a bunch of useless spacebar items hanging around. I'm surprised. I wouldn't say that I thought it was not possible, but I'm just surprised is all, okay? Just, oh, thank you. Thank you. But also, like, it's not worth anything except precedent. Just give me a guppy item. If you give me one guppy item, even Pandora's box is better. I can live with that. You give me Pandora's box, we'll call it even on this one. I'm just going to use Pandora's box right away. Okay, that's fine. There is an incentive to wait, but the thing is, if we wait and use it, we might not be able to get a spacebar item. That may keep us from then being able to get the stat bonus from Illuminated Bulb, and we really want the stat bonus from Illuminated Bulb. We did also get one big plus, which should be very exciting for my Swiss fans, if you know what I mean. And that's the mind. Now, the negative there is that we also got an Ansus rune, which is just completely worthless right now. But anyway, I think we can navigate these treacherous waters, get ourselves to a certain level of survivability and make a break for it. We got a 2/3 chance of a deal with the devil here. If it's gonna happen, that's a big moment for it. That's like, you know, it's like asking out a prom date. You know, if you're gonna do it, you gotta kind of bite the bullet before tickets go on sale. You know what I mean? But don't sweat it. I mean, it's only October. I don't know. When do you have your proms? Ours was in... Pretty sure ours was in June. It's been a while. I'm not sure if you know. And it was also only one night. And it was one night where, you know, I mean, nothing basically happened at all. It's not a memorable night. You know, for all the nights that... for all the play that it gets in teen comedies and stuff, my prom night didn't have a whole lot of that exciting element. Ate a buffet dinner at the banquet hall. Did a couple of dances, you know. I mean, I was not there alone. Might surprise you, but I had hair back then. I was quite the commodity. But yeah, mostly just kind of hung out. I was the designated driver. You can make any comments you want. It was honestly a nice time. To be in a useful position, and then also at the end of the night, I got to be like, let's go home. It's late. It's 8:30. And then I never saw, I would say, at least 98% of those people ever again. Of the people I went to high school with, this is not a joke. Of the people I went to high school with, the amount that I have seen since graduating high school was probably under 10. Had a couple of friends that stuck around the hometown, and then occasionally, you know, friends from high school who went to different schools, different universities, you know, would come visit us, but, you know, briefly. And then, like, the amount of people from high school that I've seen in the last 9 years, I'm here to tell you, it's just mouth. I have other friends from high school. We talk now and then, but I haven't seen them. They got kids. They got... Oh, that's not good. They got responsibilities. I got responsibilities. I'm on a different part of the country now. We're still friends. Just because we don't talk all the time doesn't mean we're friends. I'm sure if we saw each other, we'd snap back into that mindset. We got other priorities, to be honest, going on in life right now. I think that's an important aspect of friendship. People sometimes neglect to, you know, remember. You know, so I see these. I went on like I mentioned it many times, I'm sure, but like a mass unfollowing spree on Twitter, which was awesome. But I used to, you know, I'd follow these people because, you know, they're streamers, and that's what you do is you network, I guess, by following them on Twitter and then never replying to them ever. And they would retweet this stuff that I just, like, disagree with wholeheartedly. Like, you know, if you say we're friends but you can't make time for me, then are we really friends? And I'm like, yeah. If I say we're friends and you say we're not unless I give you attention, are we really friends? It's kind of where I'm at there. Maybe we're a bad friendship match, you know? That's just, you know, I don't need to get into my friendship philosophy. It's you to get me started on my friendship philosophy. We'll be here for a long time. So we did not get a deal with the devil on our previous floor, which is okay since we're in a very good position to get one on this floor. But man, oh man, I would love to have some sort of improvement on this run, like as soon as possible. We got some real issues here. I don't want to do a mob trap room for like a golden chest in this situation. You know, I got hit at the end of that. Like, we gotta... It's a very dangerous world out there for us right now. I don't want to play Pong with this slipped rib, okay? I've done a lot of things that I, at this point, would consider beneath myself and Isaac, just in order to win a run or preserve a streak. I don't think I can play Breakout or Arkanoid with this slipped rib. I will probably, you know, have an aneurysm. Not on a literal level, but... Okay, that's actually... You've done me a pretty good solid here, I think. You know what you've given me, in this case, is A, hope. Yes, absolutely. But B, you've given me a huge upgrade that doesn't look like a huge upgrade. You know, it's a huge upgrade that requires a little bit of our own finesse. Now, we will easily use more than 99 bombs to beat the game. But we have bombs, presumably, you know, showing up at some point. Hopefully we're not just, you know, this is it for bombs forever. But on top of that, the idea is that at some point maybe we can just rely on these bombs until we don't have to rely on these bombs anymore. Because, you know, though it may come as a surprise to you, this is an atypically bad Isaac run right now. Now, I don't know if I can say that with a straight face, because we've been having a lot of runs of a similar sort of power level lately, but I still buy it. Okay, we got hit, but we got invincibility. All three of you dodged that. Okay, cool. Keep in mind, slipped rib also does not hurt enemies. It only hurts on the deflection, is what I mean to say. Thank you for not being a beam-based. It's just the curse of the unknowns got me screwed up here, okay? No, it can't be greed. It can't be greed. Just because I didn't want it to be. Two of clubs. It's nice. It's nice to hold. Okay, we're not going to use potato peeler. It's too frightening. If we're going to take chaos, we should take it after we see what the deal with the devil entails. So hopefully we don't screw this up and not get a deal with the devil as a result of our actions here. I mean, I'm just leveling with you, dude. This is a real tricky one. I think, because you can take two in. Take in strength and dice shard. Oh my god, use strength immediately. And get hit. And don't get hit again. Thank you for just shooting at each other. And do it again, please. And do it again, please. We got one. Deal with the devil chance rising, but let's not get cocky. Oh god, the creep. We've done it. So we have to have HP. Ah! Okay. Lump of coal. Take. Krampus's head. Take. And then reroll. Weird bomb that is horrible. Okay, good. That's totally, it's not good. Like, it doesn't give us a benefit, but the fact that it exists is fine. You can tell I'm pretty enthusiastic about the quality of this run so far. So here, I think you take Chaos, and, you know, following that, things are going to get weird. I don't know, man. It's wonky. Like, I don't really want to take Super Bandage. I feel like HP is kind of okay for us right now. I think Parasitoid Tears would be pretty nice, but I accidentally purchased the key instead, so if you'll excuse me. I think we just go. I think we just go. Get me out of here. Now that we have Chaos, we should stand to find ourselves in maybe a little bit more of a just a situation where maybe some items that would previously be less likely to be accessible actually could show up, but it's a pretty remarkable run for how unremarkable it is. I don't think you take left hand, to be honest. I'm pretty stoked I can see my HP, and I'm not really that worried about the whole deal with the devil mumbo jumbo here. Because, you know, we can get a deal with the devil from the item room. But we're kind of, you know, what we have right now is a lack of access. And I'm not talking about Access Hollywood. The best show on television. How do they keep it so fresh after 33 seasons on the air? Anyway, the point is, that's what I'm going to be doing with my time once this episode's over. Watching some AH, as they call it. They call it that. Access Hollywood, also a great name for a Los Angeles-based IT company that builds database solutions. It's a joke for all the people out there still using Microsoft Access. Big ups. It's a hard life. I did it for a summer myself. Believe it or not. We got real issues if we don't get something here. Why would you just run into them? Like we got real issues. This item room, oh my god, you just walked into the spikes. This item room and this shop are, you know, that's when you're waiting on, like, a birthday card from your grandma so she can give you 20 bucks so you can buy, like, a medicine, you know? I don't know why I painted such a dystopian nightmare that is unfortunately a reality for so many people as well. But I guess I did it to drive home the fact that this is an equally serious situation with no irony whatsoever. One of my favorite parts about this room is that, and there are many parts that are very positive right here. One of the coolest things about it, in my opinion, is that if the enemies space themselves out perfectly, there is nothing I could do to avoid taking damage. I don't know. I think we got a Spirit Heart. I mean, I know we got a Spirit Heart, but I think we got no stats there. And just the Spirit Heart was our reward, which is still fine. I'm not upset. I'm also not gonna, you know, get too worried about the fact that I placed one more bomb than I would have had to in an optimal circumstance there. If we get to the end and we're one bomb shy of being able to kill whatever boss we end up fighting that kills us, or room for that matter, so be it. We got a damage upgrade from Death's List for hitting a button. So, you know, just when you think things are gray, perhaps manage to find a little bit of greatness. Okay. Don't hit me, please. Thank you. We can't go for the guppy dream at this point. We have 0. We'd much rather get anything useful. Unfortunately, restock isn't that. Unfortunately, we don't need the HP. It's a nice gesture, and you know, I'm stoked here. I would have been pretty happy, I think, to go with number 2 as well, but just to get some damage out of this is like, it's worth its weight in freaking gold, dude. How does Death's List not work on that one? Okay. So we will use Krampus's head to beat Mom. Because she's not very good at being killed by bombs. Which is really, I would put that more in the strength column for her as an individual. I'm framing it as a weakness, which is not really fair to her. Wish me luck. This is where things are going to start to get a little touchy. I do see a library. And a black rune is just... You could not have painted a nicer picture of how this floor is started. And the sun card! That would be lovely. Thank you. And another spirit heart, dude. Oh, but this is... that's just Mom's contact. You've made me now feel like... like, I feel bad that instead of being 5 stat upgrades, it was just 1 good item. Which is not a fair way to look at the situation. But I had my heart set on getting a little more. It's not really the game's fault. It's more, you know, the game doesn't control my expectations. Only I can control my expectations, in theory at least. I know, Tomo. Your brother, he's loving that cardboard box. I don't know what it... We're a box-rich household. You can't see, but my eyes just got like 5 sizes wider. If eye size is a real thing. As soon as I saw all those enemies appear at once, I got... oh my lord, dude. This one's on me. We're still... I want to be very clear. The run is still really, really bad. But it is better than it was before. I'm not saying we should be like, you know, winning easily or anything like that, not taking any damage. But we definitely, we're taking dumb damage right now, which is unacceptable. We can't afford to be doing that. Come on. Why would you treat me like this? Very, very, very good time, by the way. Oh! Forgot he does that. Very, very, very good time to have the High Priestess card. Okay, just sneak a shot in there, please. Please. Please! He's like 2 shots away from death. End his life. Thank you, thank you. Good Jezball. Only real PC gamers know what that reference is. Okay, thank you. For the HP up. And sure, okay, you know, bombs, they're valuable. We got bombs, now the bombs got poison attached to them. Tomo, you when you get older, don't be like your older brother, okay? Always looking for a way to get himself into trouble. You just stay in the box, loving life. It's the way to be, my friend. It's the way to be. The guys. Honestly, can't think of a good reason to not be able to see your HP. You've been hit by 2 bombs. Thank you. I was like, you should be on Yeet Watch. I am extremely appreciative of everything that we've gotten here. Dude, Death's List. When I got it, I had some unkind things to say about how useful I expected it to be. And I want to apologize. I want to say it loud and clear. I was wrong. Death's List has actually been unbelievably good for us. Death's List and Pyro probably changed the run enough for us to get into a more winning position. Hey guys, speaking of winning, here's my impression, and you have to guess who it is, okay? Winning! Charlie Sheen, baby. Tiger Blood, remember that? I'm a total freaking rock star from Mars. Winning, come on bro, I got Tiger Blood. Are you bipolar? I'm by winning. Remember, that's the Schmo Yoho auto-tune the news version. I can't say anything negative about Schmo Yoho. YouTube pioneers, for one. Paved the way for other such multi-talented musical artists such as myself to make it on the platform. Thank you very much. Oh, we got lucky. Okay. Get me out of this cursed situation. We got enough bombs. I don't think that we have enough bombs to carry us to the end of the game. But we have enough bombs to carry us for a while. For the truly super difficult rooms. I mean, I can't really... I'm trying to get it across to everyone, but this is just... This run, man. Look at what our stats are like when we don't have illuminated bulb working for us. It's a slap in the face. If you had these stats to start a run, you would be like, decent run. This is the end of the run. You know, many times we get nothing after this point. I guess that's the way the cookie crumbles. Ace of clubs. It's not that bad. I think the problem is I have to keep jumping in there to drop bombs. I shouldn't be doing that. We shouldn't be doing that. We should just be attacking from afar, not letting our over-reliance on bombs screw us up. I am trying, and it's not working. What I was gonna say is I'm trying to use Slipped Rib to deflect his own shots back at him, because I know that we have no damage after Krampus's head. It's really like we exclusively have Krampus's head and bombs, so we really need this guy to enter phase 3. This is not that bad right now. You're just hoping your random shots are gonna take out the angel fetus. The other thing, I don't know, I think I must be Bob's curse, but we don't actually have the, oh no, you know what it is? It's rubber cement. Thanks to rubber cement, our shots don't push bombs back any longer, which I'm here to tell you, highly unfortunate from our standpoint right now. But we didn't choose rubber cement. Rubber cement chose us on the reroll room. So, you know, you can waste your time being upset about that, but... Well, you won't waste your time. I'm sure I'll waste my time being upset about that. You do you. You know, everybody's fighting a battle in their own mind. Is good. Good freeze as well. Might buy us right kind of positioning to get another bomb in there. Very productive. One more. More than one more. One more? Thank you. Okay, we've done it. Help. You're gonna give me Curse of the Blind? I'm gonna tell you, dude. We need stats. We got 1 damage and 0 rate of fire. What have you done? What have you done to your beautiful game? In hindsight, of course, I should have picked them up. But the thing is, you might say, "Oh yeah, we have the wafer, or something." We have, oh no, it's the cancer, but still. You know, it's just as easy to have picked them up, have them all be bad spacebar. Well, actually, that would not. be okay. But have them all be bad passives, and then be like, well, you should have used the black room. The thing, yeah, you should have just done the right decision. No kidding. Oh, the Nobel Prize goes to you. World's smartest man says, why didn't you just do it the good way instead of the bad way? Look, I'm sorry, okay, but like I'm in the middle of something right here, and it's just a mess. It's just an absolute disaster. And on this run, you know, I think we're gonna win. It might be close. I mean, we could lose on top of that, but I think we're gonna win. But I'm actually like even more frustrated with this than with some of our recent losses, because we re-rolled the whole run. We took it was like a 3 out of 10. We re-rolled it, became a 2. Then we took Chaos, and we're exclusively rewarded with a series of increasingly useless items at the most pivotal moments in the game. Except Pyro. Pyro, I mean, I don't remember if you were part of Chaos or not, but Pyro, you did a great service for me. I really appreciate that. Okay, 5, actually there was 7 more bombs, weirdly enough, but we definitely want them. Even my bombs are like, they're letting me down. How are you alive? I can't use this many bombs for a single enemy, dude. I don't know if you've noticed. The run is a little bit screwed. Kind of need the bombs in the future. Or just more items is fine. Might as well just go down, I guess. Oh, no. This should be good. Well, honestly, I'm going to keep the enemy that throws bombs alive as long as possible, in the hopes that you throw bombs into the other enemies. I don't think you need to be positive in order to have an entertainment factor. Cool. Very cool damage. I think that's a misnomer. Just a mistake, really, that, you know, a lot of channels maybe find themselves thinking. But, you know, in this case, I want to be clear. Am I having fun? Yes, but, like, on a meta level of fun. I'm not enjoying the run. What I am enjoying is the fact that the run is so unbelievably bad. In spite of what I feel, I couldn't call them my God. I couldn't call them my best efforts, but, you know, in spite of what I felt were, like, relatively good efforts. Oh, yes, you were attacking. That's fair. Oh, and, okay, to get hit twice there is pretty much 100%. My bad. Alright, let's... Okay, miss with that one. It wasn't that important to land that regardless, so let's not worry about it too much. Oh, you teleported. Huh? Alright. I was gonna say, why not just blast me with brimstone at this point? Something is broken in Isaac. They've done something. The game is not right. It's not feeling well. It can't come to the phone right now. It's dead. I just want... I beg you, in this situation, just yeet me, or give me, like, Ipecac. Placenta healed us for 1. Just yeet me or give me Ipecac. That's all I ask. So, what do you think about this one? If you use Krampus's head, you lose very substantial amount of statistical benefit. If you don't use Krampus's head, could very easily just die. Also pretty low on my list of fun activities. I guess you just try to let it ride. I mean, I have like a game plan for Krampus's head. against Blue Baby, you just enjoy the stat increases, which are still taking you to a level that's far below average. You enjoy those for as long as possible. And then at the end, bust out a little Krampus' head. This run has sapped my will to live. It has actually ruined part of my Friday, to be honest with you. I'm happy that there's a contingent of people out there who enjoy watching me be a little vitriolic, you know, salty. I hope you enjoyed this episode as well. But I'm telling you, I'm not a limitless well of understanding towards this this issue of what I consider an issue of game design. I'm not, you know, trying to be too hoity-toity about it, but you know, it's one of those things where it's like a birthmark or something. Once we noticed it, it never stops being apparent that, you know, we're playing a game where this happens a lot. You make it to the end of the game, and instead of having fun, it's just... I mean, this is like the second time in a week I've begged the game to kill me. Does that seem right? I'm not saying anything changed except maybe my own self-esteem, but, you know, this is a disaster. You can come to the game's defense if you want. Doesn't bother me. I understand it. Might even do the same myself if I watch this video with the, in a less emotional mindset. Mr. Boom, huh? Well, there's a benefit to Mr. Boom. I think we would rather use it on the second secret room. Pretty much what we're looking for. And you gotta give me the one troll bomb at the very end, you know, just to rub it in. So, it appears we will, in all likelihood, have a realistic chance to make it through this one. Hooray. Look, it's just, I wouldn't expect you to understand. When you're in the driver's seat of a run like this, it's a little bit different. I'm not saying I couldn't have a better attitude about it, but... it's the realization that, you know, something is rotten in the state of Isaac lately. And it is more than ever, we are desperately searching for the DLC. So I shouldn't have been hit as much as that. I probably should have been hit once in this entire fight so far. But, you know, let's just think of it this way. I'm just using... I'm letting Placenta have room to work here. And it's doing a bang-up job. Don't do it. Okay, you can fly around now. Don't let me stop you. Not pressing the spacebar yet. Despite being on the fight for 90 seconds, we have not yet reached the halfway point. Using all of our bombs, which is also a funny way of saying our only bomb. We're close enough now. Probably a spacebar press away from victory. But at this point, I'm recognizing that I lose the moral high ground as soon as this run is over. And I'm relishing the moment while it lasts. Plus, I was wrong. It was not enough. Just barely. Still got it. Let me out. Goodbye. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, etc., etc. And I'll see you next time. See ya!